What up, people? It's your boy Marvelat, and this is Nerds in the Hood. Coming to you live from my crib. Anyway, no, I'm being stupid. Folks, this is our usual show where we just sit here and try to talk about what's good in the hood with anime, all types of pop culture, science fiction, everything like that. Just want to have a little fun with y'all with a little countdown we like to call facts or fuck out of here. Now, if you're from the hood, you already know what this means. This is when two people are having a discussion or argument, no matter how heated or not heated it gets. If one person agrees with the other person, the universal language in the hood is facts. If that person disagrees, the universal slang, especially in New York, is fuck out of here. It's just what it is. It's what it is. So I've done this before. We did the top Saturday morning cartoons from the 90s. Now I know I was supposed to get one for a decade later with the 2000s. However, for some weird reason, just had to make sure my phone's on mute. For some weird reason, I can't find the 2000s one. So in the meantime, between time, I recently did a video about how sports athletes need to show more love to sports anime. They just do. It's only right because that's where the fun is at. Pokemon was like by default a sports anime, even though it was a fantasy. So there were actual anime that even though they got a little wacky, they still involve sports to be the main story. And an athlete trying to overcome all odds to be the best athlete they can be. So there's a lot of those and a lot of different sports that they cover. And some of them are really good. And we decided to find a list that narrows down 10 of them. 10 that they feel are the best that you should be watching about this sport. So we're going to go to thegamer.com. Shout out to thegamer.com. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the link in the description so you can read it at the same time as you're watching this video and catch up with me and keep up with me and be like facts if you agree or forgot it if you don't. Now, in this case, usually we do facts or forgot it to say like this should be higher on the list or lower on the list. No, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do in this case is keep adjusting my mic. What we're going to do in this case is we're just going to do facts or forgot it here if it deserves to be on the list. You know what I mean? Just that's all that matters. If it deserves to be on the list, we can debate what's number 1 or 2 later, but it's usually always somebody's opinion what's the best and what's the worst or whatever. So to be on the list is more of a blessing than anything, in my opinion. So that's how we're gonna go with it. So we're gonna look at this and dissect it and see if it deserves to be on the list or not. But before you do, make sure you, as always, like, share, subscribe to Nerds in the Hood. Send a comment in the chat, man. Write a comment. Let's get a conversation going. Let's talk about it. I'm all ears. I'm all open to hearing of what your opinion is. Do you feel that there's a sports anime that needs to be on this list from what I say that's not on there? Write about it. Be like, yo, how is blank not on here? Write about it. Let me hear what you got to say. Subscribe. Check out the other videos I got. I'm going to have a link in the description so you can look at it and follow me on all social media. Anyway, let's get this list started. Here we go. The top 10 sports anime, according to The Gamer. They're saying this is the best sports anime to watch, but they're also saying it's the best sports anime. Because if they're telling you it's the best to watch, it's the best. Number 10 is Blue Lock. Now, this is more of a recent anime. It's very modern. I say facts. Blue Lock, there was a time where I believed one of the best soccer animes was mainly like Captain Tsubasa. And Blue Lock came... No. Scratch that. But there was Captain Tsubasa, and then there was another one I saw called Aoishi. And Aoishi was really good. It was very dark, but it was pretty cool. And I'm sure there was other ones in between, but those are the 2 ones I always like zeroed out because they were pretty cool. And then Blue Lock came out and really changed the game. It was very dark. It was very dope. It was just this like really cool vibe of soccer. But it was crazy was that it was soccer and Squid Game combined because it was these like several soccer players that were some of the best or some of the ones with the best potential in Japan. And they picked them and they locked them in a room and they ate, slept, all that there. and they learned how to get better with each other and become better soccer players for themselves and unlock their inner potential. Some of them had inner beasts that were just made them nasty. So this, yeah, starting off good. This is definitely facts. If you haven't seen Blue Lock, definitely see it. They had a movie recently that came out in theaters. It's probably going to hit streaming services soon. Definitely go see that. But Blue Lock is fire. Facts. I'm going to say facts. It's tough. Because can it really say it's the best sports anime right now? Best sports anime to watch? Yeah, but best sports anime of all time? I think it's cool that he didn't say all time. Because then it would have been like, as good as it is, I don't know about all time. Anyway, number 9, Haikyuu. Now, this is not only one of the best sports anime to watch. This is actually one of the best sports anime of all time. No arguments there. Facts all the way. Undoubtedly, unequivocally, facts. Okay? This is one of the best sports animes. I'm just like, this is how much I mean that. One of the best sports animes out there. So this is just an anime about volleyball, but it's about one kid who strives to be the best because in volleyball, he's very undersized, but he's very fast. And the crazy part is, like, in the first episode, he gets washed by this other kid who's supposed to be one of the best, but he couldn't really gel with teammates like that. He didn't have a lot of good chemistry. But they come together and go to the same school, end up on the same team, and become best friends because he's the setter, which is the guy that shoots the ball up, and the other guy is the guy that's like the spiker, the ace. He goes and hits the ball. Do I know a lot about the volleyball positions? No. So please don't write in the comments, that's not the position, whatever. But you get what I'm saying. This is definitely one of the best anime. I'm so mad I didn't get to see the movie in theaters. Cannot wait to the dumpster battle, which is what it's called. It's not mean that this show is a dumpster battle, but I can't wait till it comes out because on streaming because I missed out on a good movie. I'm pretty sure. So facts there. Number 8, Skate the Infinity. Ooh. Okay, so again, I have to remind myself this person is saying this is the best anime to watch. I know I was just earlier saying, well, the best anime to watch is the best anime of all time, but we're gonna have to temper our expectations and bring it back down to best sports anime to watch at this current moment. Skate the Infinity, definitely. Okay, I'll say facts. I've seen Skate the Infinity. I am ready for the second season. The villain was very unique. There were a lot of times where it did feel, a little like. I don't even know how to say it. I guess there was a lot of sexual undertones, but more, like it. I mean, I didn't care that it was like the characters were probably like gay, but it just was happening more than the skating sometimes. So it was just like if we're gonna like explore that relationship, cool, but let's just focus on the skating. But when they did skate, it was pretty cool. There was a guy who was a snowboarder who learned how to skate, and he mixed both of those skills into one. It was really dope. And the villain did some wild stuff with a skateboard that was crazy, but he showed why he's the boss. And when you find out more about the villain's backstory, that made it even cooler. So this was a good show. I did like it. It is one of the best sports anime to watch. Skating does count as a sport, so yeah, that's on there. Number 7, Kuroko no Basket. Again, automatic facts. Automatic facts. We have 4 facts across the board. Kuroko no Basket is basically a basketball anime on crack. It's Dragon Ball Z mixed with basketball because these guys get power-ups. They go Super Saiyan, but they disguise it and call it the Zone. And they have people with different talents and skills that are unmatched. So it's like almost like 7 Deadly Sins meets Dragon Ball Z meets just basketball anime. Like this, there's people with like skills. They're almost like powers, but they're skills. One guy can't miss. One guy crossover is crazy. One guy's powerhouse. Like it's just different things. One guy's a really good passer. He can be undetected. It's so dope. So I didn't even see every episode. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I saw 3 compilation films. In anime, a compilation film is basically a film that just quickly brings you up to date as to what happened in the anime. They just get to the main points that they need to get to so you can understand it faster and be caught up quicker. So I saw I think it was like 3 movies they did that covered everything of Kuroko no Basket. And then I saw the final movie where they face a street ball team from the United States. This show is insane. And if you haven't seen it as an anime fan, you're wilding for respect. Watch it. It's one of the best sports anime to watch. Facts. So this list, I like where this list is going. I like it. Number 6, Ace of the Diamond. Again, facts again. Ace of the Diamond is the name of my fantasy baseball team because that's how good of an anime it was. It explored not just baseball, but the emotional side. Every sports anime explores an emotional dark side where it's like, how do I become the best? What do I have to do to get there? But this really explores it and it makes it very good. I need to probably rewatch this. But it's such a good stuff. Like, it just, to see how he becomes one of the best and doing so much to get there is really, really good. Number 5, Slam Dunk. Facts again. Slam Dunk, actually, the movie, the first Slam Dunk, just is now on Netflix if you want to stream it. But it's another anime about basketball. But the difference between this and Kuroko no Basket is that this is more just basketball without like the crazy flashy animation, the crazy skills and powers. It's just regular basketball and just forming a team and becoming one of the best that you can be, and the way they go about it. So yeah, that's what makes it more of like just it. It's just about a guy and how he fell in love with basketball, and that's fine with me because it's more of like a slice of life anime, which means it's just about just regular hanging out, regular life. With no powers, no fantasies, no nothing like that. Number 4 is Aoashi. Aoashi is literally what I just talked to y'all about earlier. Aoashi is a soccer anime, and this gets dark. It's very underrated. But I mean, it gets dark in the sense of like, this kid has to stop himself from being like ruthless on the soccer field. He has to stop himself from doing that because of the fact that, you know, sometimes you want to be the best so bad that you're willing to do it by any means necessary. And there was a side of him that conspired to try to do that and conspired to be like a jerk to his teammates and not pass and go try to score unscorable goals, all of that. And he had to learn how to explore that and get away from that and get out of his own way. So unlike Blue Lock, where it was like everybody was locked in, this was all out there. And this was one kid aiming to be the best. Aoashi was really underrated. And yeah, if there was no Blue Lock, I'd say this was one of the best soccer animes. Unless, well, no, Captain Tsubasa still got it. So facts again. Will this get a perfect facts? Let's see. Number 3, Ping Pong the animation. Now, I didn't see every episode of this, but I do know that the animation was very crazy. Was this a... No, I thought this was a Chinese one. No. So anyway, the animation was very crazy, but the way it went was just like, they just found a way to, again, this was another one of those ping pong, like sports animes where it's just slice of life and they learn how to work together and make it work. And you can't get mad at that. So a lot of these, the coolest thing about sports anime most of the time is when they don't try to be fancy with it. It's just simple cut and paste. Simple, boom. We're just following one straight formula. This is the formula. Get in, get out. That's it. So big shout outs to them for that. But definitely facts again. All right, we got two more, and this is gonna get a perfect facts list. We've never done this even before I rebooted the show. So I think. Number 2, Hajime no Ippo, The Fighting. Yeah. What more can I say? This is facts. I read the manga, the comic book, more than I watched the actual anime. And both ways, I was very, invested into the story. Everything about the story was great. Everything about the show was great. I loved every bit of it, and I wanted more. And I loved it. I loved every moment of it. So it was just a great tale. And what was the greatest tale was that this was a kid who didn't even want to box. He was just a scaredy cat kid who, he was a punk, but inside him was a really just a raging beast ready to come out and just fight. And he watched a guy who was a boxer who gave no fucks. He was with all the smoke because he knew how good he was. he watched this guy and was inspired, and it made him want to box, and he started boxing, and he became really good at it. And you watch the ups and downs he goes through from actually competing, practice rounds, becoming a champion, losing said championship, and going to the world stage and seeing the level of competition once you get to the world stage. And he suffered setbacks. He lost. He got concussed. Like, a lot of crazy things happened. He got injured. And you get to see all of that transpire throughout the anime, and you get to see his feelings towards it. And to me, that was fire. All that was fire. So for that one, I definitely am going to say facts again. And the number one best anime to watch, according to thegamer.com, is Major, which is an anime about baseball. Now, again, this is another anime I did not see every episode of. I was aware of it, but I didn't see all of it. I saw Ace of Diamond, but I didn't see all of Major. Major was always heavily talked about amongst a lot of my anime friends for how compelling it is of a story. And again, it's another story of trying to be the best at what you can be. And there's a lot of other things that go into it, but because I didn't really see it fully, I don't feel I have the right to talk about it. You know, us nerds, we ain't perfect. We ain't gonna see every anime. So it deserves me on this list, because it was really good, and a lot of people did tell me to watch it, and I didn't really take the time to fully invest in it like I did some of the other anime on this list. But it does deserve to be on the list. Baseball anime is not common, but they do have a few. And when they do come out with the few that they come out with, they're really, really good. And they tell really good stories because they involve teams. It's not just one person. Most of them involve teams, but I'm just saying, it's not just one person. But yeah, that's facts. This is a perfect facts list. This is a very good list by The Gamer. Shout out to them. Like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description so you can all be aware and read it. If there's any other anime I thought would probably, maybe, I guess we could say in this case, honorable mention. Right now I'm watching Rising Impact on Netflix. Gain, whoo. That's a protected all cost kid right there. But that is a good anime about golf. Hanebito. About badminton, that one. I think I'm saying it wrong, but that one about badminton is pretty good. Salaryman Club, which is also about badminton. Tiger Mask W. Even Kinnikuman Man or Ultimate Muscle, which is about wrestling. All three of those are about wrestling. Those are pretty good ones. Free Swim Club. Yuri on Ice. And what else? There's a lot of them. Mile High. There's a lot of really good sports anime. And this is something I made a note of. I'd be remiss if I didn't say The Prince of Tennis. And I'd be remiss if there's some other ones I didn't say. But there's a lot of them, and there's a lot of different anime that makes ones about sports. So we need to show more love to the sports anime. It's a really good genre. Isekai gets a lot of love. A lot of these shonen ones get a lot of love. Slice of life are getting more love. Sports anime are right up there. And we need to stop ignoring it because they're very, very, very good no matter what they're covering. Not all, but a good amount. So check that out. This has been another good list right here. Another good debatable list. Didn't really give me a lot to work with. But hey, sometimes simple is perfect. So again, make sure you follow us on all social media. That link is in the description so you can check us out for everything Nerds in the Hood. And if you love anime, you can go on our social media and check out our anime rap intros where we remix the actual intros of animes with different hip-hop songs, different songs in general. We hope you like them, and we hope you like this video. And we will catch you next time on Nerds in the Hood. Peace.